I stopped by my local Woodcraft to pick up the new Festool Granat Profile Spongy Abrasives for the latest episode of the Festool Fest, when I noticed this, the Black Friday flyer. Ooh, let's have a look. First things first, they're announcing their Black Friday Doorbuster in-store November 28th only. Check your local store for Doorbuster hours. But if you're one of the first 50 customers in the store to spend $25, you can get a free Craft Tool 24-inch professional straight edge. I've got 12-inch straight edges. Maybe I could use a 24. Not bad. Across the top, we've got Get Started with Hand Planes. They have the Wood River No. 5 hand plane for $190, which is 60% off. Pretty good. There's also a class here, Mastering the Hand Plane. You can scan the code and get to see the article. And they've got a bunch of woods that are going to be on sale, 50% off. Figured maple, $8.49. The special buy is $5 off of Murado, $2.99. There's a 3-piece Patagonian rosewood, Syrian rosewood, and African Paddock, 40% off at $15. There's 40% off the 3-piece Macacauba, African Paddock, and Goncalo Alves for $19.19. $100 off the Crown Hand Tools Black 6-piece turning tool set for $280. That seems pretty good. And if you need to store your lumber, they also have the Bora 6-level lumber storage rack that's 50% off at $35. If you're a turner and like to do pens, they've got diagonal cut laminated pen blanks, $5 off for $15. And then also for more turners, they got $100 off the Rikon turning tool set for $100. Actually, that seems like a heck of a deal. On the next page, if you're looking for a workbench, they've got the Schobergs. Save $900 when you buy all 3. The Elite 2000 workbench with the storage cabinet and the accessory kit, which would normally be $4,075. You can get that during the sale for $3,175. It's a lot of money, but it seems like a good deal. But if you only want to buy the Elite 2000 workbench just by itself with nothing else, they're going to give you $500 off for $2,300. Moving right along, they've got the Wood River 6-inch Quick Vise, $15 off at $25. The Woodcraft Quick Jaw Band Clamp, 50% off at $10. Actually, this is one that I'm thinking that I'm going to buy because I don't really have any band clamps, and that might be a good deal to have. The Woodcraft Adjustable Retro Shop Stool is $60, which is $40 off. Now, when we did the video for the November specials for Woodcraft, one of the things that I noticed is that they didn't really have any Japanese pull saws. And as you can see, I tend to buy a pull saw every month in order to continue my collection. So when they didn't have that in November, I was kind of like, eh. And then I got this and I saw that, oh, look at this. The Razor Saw Seiyum Saku Ryoba Saw with TPE grip, 270 millimeters, the number 663, 50% off at $25. That I'm definitely going to buy. And finally, come back around this year again, they've got the File Scorp down 50% to $35. Last year during the sale, I bought the same Scorp. A Scorp is for like carving out, digging out. If you're making stools, you can use that to shape the seat. And eventually I'll get around to using that Scorp to do this. Just taking a year. But the important thing is I got it on sale and I had it for the moment that I was going to use it. So it might be something for you to consider to pick up yourself. Moving right along, we've got the Flex Cut Knife Strop, 50% off at $9.49. If you don't have a strop for your hand tools, that might be worth considering. Less than $10, that's actually a pretty good deal. The Camillus Marshall 5.5-inch liner lock utility knife kit, $5 off at $15. If you want to make some gifts for this holiday season, these little knife kits are pretty cool. And this is the Fulgur. It's all fully assembled. All you have to do is make the handle for it. This is made out of Hawaiian koa. You can see that video over here. They're fun projects and really easy to do, especially if you have a lot of scrap woods or you're just trying to figure out, what am I doing with this? Why am I holding on to it? I should really burn it. Well, you don't have to burn it now. You can make knives and give them as gifts, and people think you're awesome and you're amazing and they love you for it, and it only costs you $15. Also on sale at 50% off is Wood River Stainless Steel Ulu Knife Kit. And I was wondering what the Ulu Knife Kit is all about. I believe that it's the Native Alaskan people. This is their style of knife. Next up is a new product. It's called the Wood River 6-inch Bar Lock Clamp Connector Set. Oh, it just connects the bar clamps. $30 at $20 off. Wood River Bar Lock Expandable Clamp Set includes 2 trigger clamps with a connector that lets you combine them into one longer clamp or spreader. Each clamp features an ergonomic soft gripped handle and delivers up to 330 pounds of clamping force. Huh, I don't know anything about that. It looks kind of interesting. Through December 5th, they have 6 hot buys. Save up to $1,299 at participating stores while supplies last. From November 21st to December 5th only, save 15% on select Jet woodworking tools and accessories, but excludes all the Jet Black items. Save 10% off Powermatic tools and accessories. I mean, that's, Powermatic is some of the more expensive tools, so 10%, and while not tremendous is, something to get off of it. Also from November 21st to December 5th only, Laguna saved 10% off Laguna tools and accessories. Again, 10% off, is that terribly exciting? I mean, you need to buy it. Then it's, it helps to buy it because it makes it cheaper. But if you're just kind of hemming and hawing on something, you're like, well, do I want to buy it? 10% off. I don't know if 10% off is enough to make me rush to go get it. Rearrange my financing in order to afford it. 10%? Come on, guys. You need to do better than that. Excludes the PX12 planer. What? Excludes the Driftmaster fence. That's like the only thing that I want from Laguna right now. Excludes the DP20 drill press and CNC software. Come on, guys. What does 10% cost you? But if you want to get some blades or abrasives, they'll be discounted at 20% off. Now, 20% is something. If you're going to buy the Resaw King bandsaw blade by Laguna, 20%, that's pretty good. Also from November 27th to December 1st, 10% off all the Next Wave machines. Oh, there's an asterisk, valid November 27th to December 1st. Again, 10%. Am I going to jump for CNC now? No. Free accessories. Okay, maybe that might be better. That might be a little bit better with the purchase of the Next Wave machine. Let's see. Buy an HD 500, HD 510, or HD 520. Get a free accessory valued up to $899 with a manufacturer's mail-in offer. Let's say you buy the HD 500 at $2,700. 10% off is $2,700. Now you pay $2,430. And if you get the whatever accessory that's worth $900, it's now $1,530. So I mean, in that case, you're getting an effective 60% off. I think that qualifies as a pretty good deal. Now, of course, as you scale up in the different models and you go from the 500 to the 510 at $3,600, the 520 at $4,500, the amount of discount that you're getting, moves up. The other models out there, if you buy the SD110 or the SD120, you get a free accessory valued up to $500. Let's say the $1,400 for the SD110 is $140 off. If you incorporate the cost of the accessory into it, that's actually a pretty good deal. All right, moving right along. These specials are running from November 27th to December 2nd only. First things up, you get the free Micro Jig Match Fit 1/4 inch relief router bit. If you buy the Match Fit Dovetail Clamp Pro set for $100, you can get this router bit that's normally $29 for free. So that's like a 30% savings, or somewhat like that. The Bora Portamate Small Universal Mobile Base is now $40 off at $49.99, and at 50% off at $7, the DeWalt 16-piece magnetic drive guide, which I've used a lot of DeWalt drive guides and bits, and they're all really nice quality. So if you don't have any or you need some more, this should be a pretty good deal. If you've got a router, the Wood River 10-piece brass router bushing set with case is 50% off at $35. Next up is the CMT 10-inch 50-tooth combo saw blade, $10 off, $32. I have the 50-tooth combination blade that I bought on sale at Woodcraft last year, and I really like it. The Rikon inclinometer with laser, 50% off at $20. If you don't have an inclinometer, this could be a good buy. If you want to set your saw blade angles, it's a great way to use that. November 21st to December 1st only, we've got the Arbortech ball gauge, $30 off at $100. $40 off the Arbortech turbo plane, $140. The turbo scraper, $40 off at $140. And finally, on the very last page, November 21st to December 2nd only, save 15% off Rikon tools and accessories. All right, that might be something interesting. 15% off. That's interesting. Rikon has a whole new line of bandsaws that just came out just a couple months ago, so that might be worthwhile for you to check out. Yeah, 15%. When you get to 15%, I think you're starting to get to the point where it's like, okay, it's getting to be worth crawling out of bed for. So that's the upcoming Woodcraft Black Friday sale starting November 21st. If you saw some things you'd like, let me know what you think about them down in the comments. Tell me what you're planning to buy. I'm curious to know. Hope this helps, and happy woodworking here in the holiday season. See you next time.